Call of Duty's just dropped recently. Call of Duty's Black Ops 7.
Is it this morning or last night? I think it was
I don't
this
even
morning.
know. I don't care. Don't care.
Tom is anti-COD this year.
Yeah.
I am also anti-COD, but I also happen to have Game Pass, so I've got it for free. So I'm going to bite the bullet.
Yeah.
I can't got stop saying for free. I pay like fucking 30 quid a month for Game Pass now.
Yeah, for free.
But it's still worth keeping, in my opinion, because of the type of game
Well,
I
if
am.
you're only
I'm
playing
still
COD.
hate Microsoft for charging me double.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could have started in increments, another £5.
But even if you do like this COD and you only play COD, you've bought it within 3 months. You've overpaid for it in 3 months if you only play it.
True, but I'm not sure since Black Ops 2 was probably the last COD I played longer than that anyway.
Right, so fair enough.
But the
it's
thing
more
is,
just a
because
trial game for you then.
Because you get everything day one usually, or there's like another story game. You're like, oh, you know what? I never played that. That's where I'm always installing at least 1 or 2 games like a month easily, probably more than that.
Yeah, that's good then.
Like I tried Outer Worlds 2, which I found fairly boring, and then uninstalled.
But you got the chance to try it.
Yeah,
instead of whacking £70
exactly,
on it and then going,
exactly. That's why I like it.
I don't like it.
Kind of negates the risk, because I can't remember which game I did download. It was an absolute certified hood classic, Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah.
I never would have gave Cyberpunk a chance because it's a bad release, but now I have. Now it's set a really high bar. Story-wise, I'm like, fuck, now everything seems shit.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't play Outer Worlds afterwards.
That's
That's
what a good game does to you, sir. It's like a good movie, book, series,
so now
all sorts.
I'm floating between games. I'm lost. I've got no series, no game I'm watching. So I'm like, right, at least I can do is just randomly pick up COD and play a couple of multiplayer games to soothe the boredom. And I do want to try Zombies because it did look good.
Yeah. That's the little tiny thing that I'm like, no, leave me alone. What I will say though, is it a bad idea or is it a bad sign that it's on day one Game Pass for such a big release?
Microsoft owns Activision.
I know they did it last year as well. But then
I'm not sure if they're going to continue to do it because I kept hearing that.
I just think, is that a bad... It just shows it's a bad game because it's like dropping... If it was that good...
Everything Microsoft owns goes straight on there. They don't make any exceptions,
Fair enough.
And I think that, that's the only way they could justify keeping to charge you 30 quid a month for it.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
And before it was kind of a steal, to be fair. 15 quid a month for every new game that they own is pretty mental.
Just as you just as I sort of hearing about it or thinking about it, it's like double price. I'm like, well, no, thanks.
Yeah, but this is the thing: the release of the Steam machine, if it is comparably priced, even if it's only $100 or $2 more than the Xbox and PlayStation, that really puts Xbox in a fucking bad position, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because they've essentially been surpassed by this new ecosystem. Because how many new people are going, yeah, fuck it, I'll jump over to PC now. Because you can get more utility out of it because you can flick over and out as a computer. Like in my head, I'm like, you almost get 2 things for the price of one. Yeah. And if this is optimized for the person that doesn't care about super mega PC performance, but it can still work as a PC, in every family
it looks
room,
quite nice in your room.
It's small,
it's tiny.
GameCube size.
It's quiet.
You can whip out the front plates. You can put new stuff on there. So people will be 3D printing all of their own ones and all that shit.
Just make it look like a
you can like fucking put a boho plant pot or whatever, or you can do a family photo on that bad boy.
Yeah,
done. So if they play their cards right, but if it comes in like $1.50, it's gonna be no one's gonna buy that. No one's going to buy that.
And you end up leasing it and then also,
I ain't leasing shit. I ain't doing that. But I think they do need to update the Steam Deck because then that puts that new Xbox handheld in an awful position because it's way too expensive.
No, but then maybe it's like the ecosystem of it. Like, ooh, you've already got a Steam Deck. Nice. Now this is the Steam machine, the Steam frame.
I think the reviewers said the problem was basically the price. Like the ecosystem idea is really good. But the fact that it's priced that high when a Steam Deck is like almost half.
True.
Like, why would you ever? But the Steam Deck does have trouble with certain games. And at least that one would at least be able to handle most of them, if not all. Just not at probably 4K, 120 or 60.
But going back to COD, you're going to try it, aren't you? Because obviously you can.
Yeah, I must admit, we're not big fans of over-the-top techie CODs. I hated Advanced Warfare. I hated some of the later Black Ops.
Infinite Warfare, is it?
Infinite Warfare was another one. Even Call of Duty Ghosts I hated to a certain extent. Cause
not for me.
That was also just a really depressing, not grabbing story in the campaign. Like, I like to judge them as a whole.
They fumbled that.
Yeah, they kind of did because it's kind of an interesting concept. If they did Call of Duty Ghosts, but now, because it's kind of like a post-war like nuclear America, like that would kind of make sense, and that'd be a kind
I think
of cool
it was
thing
more
to
like
explore.
it was because it was the first one on next gen for like PS4 and like
Yeah,
they were like
it also felt, it was the first COD that ever felt different.
yeah.
It felt like I wasn't playing COD, so I think it was an odd experience, and we were still locked in at that time, so we were expecting another one.
Well, yeah, we've all got the new next gen. We're like, obviously you're going to get COD to play with your friend, and we're like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, it was fucking cheeks.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's a good
but
way
I
to
liked
put
it when they did experiment with something. Do you remember that World War II one they brought out? Was it Vanguard or was it Call of Duty World War II? But you had that little like
World War II.
yeah, that
Vanguard's
little
a
like
different one,
central. Yeah, it might be, but that little barracks you could like jump in together. There was like a little shooting range. Like that would be like the pre-lobby before you jumped into a game. I kind of fuck with that.
It's
it was
kind
like
of
Destiny.
strange that the Battlefield and COD they sort of copied each other in a way. Like one went World War like back to basics, and then the other because they both went futuristic,
Yeah.
and then they sort of do copy each other, and then one wins, one doesn't.
It's like one was listening and one wasn't.
Well,
that's in my
Battlefield
opinion.
has sucked. I think the last few like World War. What was it called? World War Two, right? Battlefield Battlefield 1 was the World War 1, which was really good. Then
That
they
was
made
so
a World
good.
War 2 one with like Battle Royale and stuff. And then they made that 2042 or,
Yeah.
and that sucked. I didn't like that at all. But this one is hitting hard. But we do think maybe COD needs to just have just a year out. But then it's because
It
they've got
needs
two
more than a year.
or three different developers working on. They've just got the naming rights for COD. But I think
Yeah.
that's what they've done. So basically, they've
We'll be surprised if they're already working on the next COD.
well, because they've gone
Like,
Black
just-
Ops 6 straight to Black Ops 7. That's what they're saying is that the other guys are really putting more into having an extra year to work on, like, I don't know, maybe let's say it's Modern Warfare again or whatever. But it's going to be 2 years of development on that, where they've repackaged Black Ops 6, made it jumpy and stuff, and called it Black Ops 7. So
Yeah.
that's why this one,
I wouldn't even know what I want them to do next. Like they've covered they've done they haven't done World War One, but the Battlefield did that so good. I don't think there's any point even going there. They've done World War Two. That would mean that's what they were known for before they switched it up. Modern Warfare is kind of, unless you really nail the story. No, I mean, like, give us an iconic campaign like COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2. I don't think there's any point going back there, to be honest with you. Like, it's just not. There's nothing there unless you get really like risky with the camp, like fully do it on like what is happening in the world right now.
Yeah, that's what you'd have to do.
That's like, but most brands don't want to go there because that's kind of what Battlefield did. They kind of teetered around the whole dynamic of what's going on right now, and it's just like, just fucking do it if you're gonna do it. Like, don't fucking pussy
Well, yeah,
out.
the world we live in now, like, it's not like, whoa, I can't believe they've done that. That's the whole reason they never did it in the first place. But they both dropped when they first both came out. It was all World War II and stuff, and people were like, "Whoa, this is shocking. This is graphic, actual warfare."
Yeah.
I mean, for the graphics at the time.
So I
but
think-
then the Modern Warfare dropped, and it was like, "Oh, this is happening. We don't want to see this."
I watched a video on the entire.
That's why it made it so good.
COD timeline, and I really should have remembered the name of the creator, but he basically, like, at the time it reminded me that COD was getting flack because they'd done 1, 2, 3, and they were getting flack for doing another World War II game's coming down the track. Oh boy!
Yeah.
And then they came out with COD 4, and that's why it was so revolutionary.
Yeah.
Followed up with Modern Warfare 2. No, well, then it was COD 5 after that.
Yeah, which
they
was
went back to World War II. But they did it in a way that was so tonally different. Like, you go back and boot up a like Call of Duty World at War menu, it's actually scary. Like,
That was
pure black
Treyarch,
and white,
full on.
Treyarch,
That's
when
Zombies original.
Zombies was there, and like War was just like, they weren't glamorized hero stories like a Saving Private Ryan type beat. It was like a everybody die, real bad. Like, it was just a scary, like, it was glum. You'd go on there like, I want to get off this main menu already. I'm fucking depressed. So it's
Especially
like, it's the
Black Ops 1 and then
Yeah.
like the soundtrack and stuff.
it's the tone and the art direction and the story that actually makes a big impact even on the multiplayer, because it's how we feel about the game. Like, you kind of felt like a badass playing COD 4 for the first time. You felt like you were a real SAS. Like, the amount of time we all spent trying to get that speed run with Captain Price, flashbang through the door, like, that is built
Mate, I
into my
played that
brain
so much.
Like, it was a thing of glory, right? We got attached to certain characters, like soap. Like, I can hear it in my fucking thingy, right? So they need to somehow do that again, and I think they just ignore it because of how big Fortnite got and how big multiplayer got, and just battle royales in general.
Yeah.
For me, ruining the industry, shooters became less about tone and story and creative direction, and just became fucking Beavis and Butthead running around a big ass map. Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Fortnite didn't invent Battle Royale, but it really blew it up, I guess.
Yeah, was it PUBG first?
PUBG, yeah. I guess that was the one that made it a little bit more mainstream. Even they didn't create it, right? But then Fortnite took it to a whole new level.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to do
Made it accessible,
Battle Royale.
didn't it? Yeah.
COD did it with Warzone. And they really did it well because obviously that was like lockdown nostalgia right there. Battlefield have sucked at it, but this new one that Battlefield have done is quite good. But then it's just...
What makes it good compared to the last
I think it's Battlefield, though. You're playing...
Is it just the fact that it feels more Battlefield, more vehicles, more destruction?
Yeah, there's tanks, there's
yeah, I feel like Battlefield succeed the more mental they make their game. At least the more mental they make the multiplayer.
It's just so cinematic, isn't it? Every time you play it, you're like, whoa.
How come the future one didn't work then? Because in my head, that's like a layup for Battlefield. Because if crazy is their game, then the future lasers and shit should be all over the shop.
Yeah, I don't know. But then I guess what's really strange is because I don't really mess with games like that, but they also make Battlefront, which is pretty much Battlefield but Star Wars.
I was just going to say this.
And it had a resurgence, and loads of people started going back, and I did as well. It was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Boot up Battlefront again, and it's still fun.
Yeah,
and
really
it's still got
fun.
a massive player base.
Yeah.
It's because, one, it builds on the story and the lore and the art direction. Like, it's immediate nostalgia, and the gameplay feels good. Right, you feel like a trooper or a rebel or whatever.
And then you get like you save enough points, you become Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, whatever team you're on. You can run around and be a Jedi
and
against.
You're genuinely OP. I think that's the thing they did well. Like you can take them down, but you actually feel like a badass.
Well, there's a skill gap in
trash.
it. Yeah, if you're trash, you're gonna get shot and die. But if you're good, you can literally just
wipe out everybody.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, you can genuinely recreate the scene from Rogue One where Vader turns up and just wipes out the entire hallway of people.
Literally.
Like,
and then the good guy comes and you're like, oh no, I've got to battle him now.
But you see what I mean about how important like that story and like the game and stuff, and that it just infects everything else.
Yeah.
Do you reckon the reason that the futuristic CODs and Battlefields didn't work is because they didn't go far enough into the future? If they'd have been more imaginative and instead of basic guns, but they've got a drone that comes out the top, it's a fucking laser.
Yeah.
Like, do you reckon that is our issue? That we're not getting creative enough with the future? Like we were talking about before, like, why do we always get these dystopia things? Or why do we never get movies at the height of whatever power it was? Give me the coolest possible scenario you could put together.
What do you think is the story then? Because, like, that is Star Wars, right?
It's always the story.
But it's dressed up as Battlefield, let's be honest, because it is the same.
Yeah, it's third person, isn't it?
It's Battlefield.
You can do first as well, can't you?
Yeah, it's Battlefield gameplay, but as Star Wars. So what if COD went, right, let's make... I don't know, a war game about another franchise or something like that, and they just use the characters, but it's Call of Duty gameplay, but you've got that storyline. I don't know. I'm trying to think what that would be. What would be the franchise
you would choose? Because that is a really interesting one. Because obviously Star Wars is iconic, probably very expensive. I'm not sure if EA ever had to like bid to make that game 100%. Back when they first got that, or whether because when they made the first ones years and years ago. Was it LucasArts had its own studio?
Yeah.
It might have been the case where EA was big enough to buy them or so on and so forth, so they got the rights to it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, again, because we're kind of struggling for movie franchises at the moment.
That shoot as well, I was about to say.
For shooters, it's kind of a bit of a shit one, to be honest.
But that's maybe that's the play, though, is what I'm trying to say. I can't think of one off the top of the head, but that's maybe the way that you could save... It maybe, I don't know, but then again, then it would be sort of everybody going, "Oh, you're making Beavis and Butthead the game." Do you know what I mean? Or
so I don't think I think Battlefield's in a good place. I think they nailed it because they really nailed the gameplay. Because that's another element to it. Like COD may be repetitive, but it has addictive mechanics.
Yeah,
I think, but the more and more they've changed the mechanics to add things that are harder to keep track of. So Omni movement was just about okay for me.
I really enjoyed that.
It was pretty good, but then it also allows people to fuck you up a lot easier.
Well, yeah, there's another skill gap.
So that's another skill gap. Now with if they have like the jumpy jetpacks they did from Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, that is another skill gap for the casuals like us to be like, well, fuck me, I guess you're just going to fucking 360 no-scope me from above my head while I was checking around corners.
Is Omni movement in the new one as well as the jump pack and the wall running and stuff?
We've really stayed away from it because we were both
because then you're literally Palpatine, aren't you? Just like spinning around like...
Yeah. I don't...
I don't want to get it because I'm going to get murked online probably then. But I was all right with... I really enjoyed Black Ops 6 up to a point. But this one, it's just, no.
Yeah.
No. You're not having my money.
Yeah.
You're not getting me. And even if you tell me it's the best game you've ever played since sliced bread, there's no way I'm I'm joining you.
So COD has to do one or two things. It needs to really nail its game mechanics so it feels better than it did before. And I think that could, because you know how like Rainbow Six, that community's been going for ages. They've been playing the same game for like 10 years and they love it.
It's hardcore.
And they're fucking well good at it as well.
Yeah.
But it's because you can slowly get better at it, and at least there's some method to the madness. The new COD and Fortnite in this way, if you play build Fortnite, it is just like, what the fuck is happening right now?
You're in New York.
Like, you just can't.
You're in open space.
Like, people jumping off walls. Like, you just can't get over that skill. You can't just jump in casually and play.
No.
It's like trying to play a fighting game competitively from the start. You got to really lock in and know your combos. It's a tough one to jump into unless you spend time being obsessive for a bit and locking in. So, game mechanics or incredible story that loops you into something that makes you feel something, man.
Yeah, make you feel it, man.
But we have to see, I haven't judged this campaign, but we did see a tiny little snippet video before we start pressing this episode.
I just showed you before.
That was just some random ass giant robot. And I'm like, okay, this is...
I was like...
we're in cuckoo land.
I already was like 99.5% no. And I saw that and I was like, hell no. Look at this, James. They've got literally... Yeah, it's like a boss fight with a giant...
It looks not very COD at all. Because, all right, what's your favorite COD missions? What are the first ones that come to mind? Any
missions? I'm not really a campaign guy, but
you played
obviously,
some of them.
yeah. I mean, Black Ops original and Modern Warfare 2. I loved the campaign for that, of course.
Yep.
But then they're not. Modern Warfare 2, I think, has got the best campaign that I've played. I know, obviously, I haven't played loads of them, but like you know, just with the snow, with the jet skis and.
100%.
And
because that was like a Bond like chase mission with the avalanche coming down, right?
You're in a tank for some of them going through. It's all completely random. Obviously, no Russian. Like there's loads of
no Russian. The sniper mission with Captain Price and COD 4.
You go from chaos, and then you remember the house one where you've got like basically there's hordes coming in.
Yeah,
there's so many different aspects of that campaign that it's.
Which was the one? It
was really fun. Like 1 minute you're doing a stealth mission, 1 minute you're in the thick of it, and the next minute you're. Like I said, you're in a tank. It really mixed it up for back then, like 2009.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
Black Ops 1, the Reznov prison break.
That was great mission.
That was insane.
Yeah.
But you see how all of them are really linked to either an individual character, a mood they created, and a badass, right? So you'd come off that mission after completing like, damn, that was fucking sick, jump on a couple of multiplayers, and you're not feeling like Captain Price, check around corners and shit. Like, well, maybe that's an old head way to play the game. I don't know. Maybe there's kids with like mad claw. This is
too easy. Like,
I keep getting memes on my feed of just like that feeling when you beat an unemployed kid at COD and you have like a wife, a job and responsibilities. It's like, that's us now. I'm officially unk status.
Well, I feel like I play against people. Sometimes, obviously, they're really good and I get slapped, or I feel like I hold my own. But if I play the AI, either it's really easy or it's really hard.
There's no in between,
because the game just wants to do what it wants to do.
Do you reckon this is a case where COD has never quite fixed its matchmaking? Because it's always been a hot and cold, like...
I do kind of sympathise for it because there's little... Even new Battlefield has got bots on some of the... Like, I've played against bots.
As players?
Yeah.
In normal games?
Yeah.
Why?
Like half the lobby was bots the other day I was playing.
Is it just
Maybe it was quite late?
Is it just so unskilled people like myself has a chance?
You're like, and they're not even really shooting back because they're that trash, and you're like, is this fun? I feel good for once. But that's too good. Like, I don't know.
Wait, I'm starting to question everything about.
No, it's not very often. Though. It's like very. It was very rare to see, I think.
It's just confirming all the conspiracy theories I've had in my head. You're telling me the NBA instituted the 3-point shot to give white boys a chance? Undercover brother quote. Don't cancel me. But yeah, I don't like that though.
No, I don't like it.
Maybe there's an option
because the servers and everyone playing it. Like you can only have so many people playing at the same time, right? Like so.
But how would adding bots and all those people make any difference? Is it just spread them out?
Well, Battlefields have like large.
Is it just because they have such massive lobbies?
It's 64 people, yeah. But like in COD,
Battlefront never did that unless they didn't tell us.
Yeah, maybe. But then I'm thinking COD. What if there's not as many people on it? Because there's so many games, right?
The player base does go down every year.
Exactly. So you can't then interpret skill levels into it, because like, bro, there's only 10 people playing. Like, you might as well all play together.
I don't know how they do their matchmaking.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because it was never by rank. You didn't turn up in a match and see everyone at the same rank.
I think you do if you play ranked. And then, if not...
see, maybe that's my
I
problem.
don't know.
I was just jumping on a quick TDM.
Well, then you can get... I think that's the point, right? Then you can play against anyone. That's the same with like Rocket League and all sorts of games that are ranked. You can play against anyone if you're playing on
ranked
casual.
Scares me.
But it's probably better for you, though, because you're going to play against people your rank.
Yeah, they're not find out how trash I am.
It just scared. Yeah, it's putting a label on how bad you suck.
Yeah,
isn't it? Like, and you are bronze 3. You're like, oh, I thought it was maybe gold.
I think the only ranked I've ever played is like I played Overwatch, and I was indeed. No, actually, I was silver 1. That was the best I could do.
Yeah,
Embarrassing.
I mean, even when I play FIFA, and it's like I'm in Div 4, and I'm like, I'm getting slapped. And I'm like, well, this is me, I guess. This is who I am. Like,
Overwatch is another good example, though. Pure game mechanics.
Yeah.
Addictive game. Marvel Rivals too. So
yeah, they took the same formula.
Lord knows where COD goes, to be honest, because they're now in like the trickiest position ever. I don't think they'll ever make anyone happy, no matter what they do. So I think they'd have to go away, like you said, build up the nostalgia. We haven't had a COD in a hot minute. And then when they like maybe do a Valve on a random Tuesday in 5 years' time, COD's back.
Yeah,
I think that's the only way they can ever do well.
And it would just everybody.
Are they willing to turn that money tap off? Maybe if they just kept
maybe it'll
Warzone
build up.
live.
It's like Rockstar don't drop a GTA every year, do they? They literally wait for 15 years, but that's too much. But they're going to make so much money off that. Probably more than COD have done in the last 15 together, right?
Yeah.
Surely.
I'd love to see an alternate time now where we could see how much money COD really would have made if the game just didn't go on Game Pass.
Yeah, maybe.
Take that revenue away, and how bad does COD do these days?
Yeah.
Because everyone loves to shit on it.
I ain't buying it.
But like most years, we've caved. But this is probably the last few years, none of us have actually bought it.
It's just one of those things. Like, I will never not buy the FIFA, even though it's the same thing every year. But it's just new kits and new like people on the right teams and stuff. It's as simple as that.
It's almost an essential though with sports, because teams update, players update, and they abandon the old game, so you can't.
But they make this gambling sort of game mode, don't they? And you put money on a team and stuff like that. I mean, I haven't, but like it can easily get you, and then the next year it's just wiped and you start again. It's crazy, really, to think about it like that. And it's the same with like shooters and stuff. You really push for these levels and sweat for these camos, and then it's gone.
Yeah, I've prestiged like once or twice in my COD career. Yeah.
You've got Rainbow Six and people are playing that forever, and there's not even really challenges to do because they've probably done them years ago.
It all focuses on where you sit on ranked, to be honest.
Yeah. So I think they need to bring that element together and maybe just make a Call of Duty that is continuous. And make a Battlefield that's continuous.
But this is the thing. But Call of Duty need to be brave.
They won't do that though.
Yeah, because Call of Duty have such a wide player base that they try and be everything for everyone, and that's why it fails.
Yeah.
But they used to be for specific audiences or for the story or for like certain gamers. But that's back when gaming wasn't this mainstream. Yeah. So I think when Call of Duty sees itself as one of the top franchises, it's going to try and maximise as much as possible because it's led by the suits and not the real people, man.
Yeah.